Alright fam, 2.2 has dropped, Seed is in the game, and I wanted to give you my first impressions, my overall opinions on this character so far, just based off of where I have her. Now, I'm not going to give a full breakdown, a full guide on the character. There's plenty of those videos out. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to go ahead and show you what I have on her, and then just give you my thoughts after playtesting her for quite a bit, using her in Shiyu Defense, using her in Deadly Assault, and with the team compositions that I put together so far, just based off of my account and what I have. And then hopefully it gives you some, insight on whether you want to pull for this character or not. I did give an initial video prior to this one in regards to whether you should pull her or not, and I think a lot of what I said still stands. But what I will say is that Seed, in my opinion, is incomplete, and what I mean by that is that she doesn't have her full team yet. I think when Orpheus drops, that is going to be where we really see Seed shine, especially if Sambi gets her rework. I think Seed's value is only going to increase from here. I think she is a great character, and I think she's tons of fun to play. But with that being said, we're going to hop into it. But first and foremost, of course, if you enjoy the video, go ahead and drop a like, sub if you're new. If you do enjoy the video as well and you feel so inclined, go ahead and hit that hype button for me. Helps out in some type of way. I'm not sure how, but it does. And it's cool. You get some like rewards and badges and whatnot. Anyways, with that being said, let's go ahead and hop right into it. Just based off of, well, we're starting with what I have on her currently. My current build, this is the initial build. I did get lucky with my pulls. If you want to see my pulls, I did them live. They're on the channel. Got really lucky with my pulls. Got her in like 5 pulls, and then got her signature weapon in like 40 something pulls or something like that. But this is my current stats for her. Level 60, 64.5% crit rate. You can see the attack there, and then 133% crit damage. These were like my initial disc drives that I got. Pretty lucky with the substats, I'm not gonna lie. Decent stats overall, but this can certainly be optimized 100%. So these stats can be better. For the skills, I do got her max out in terms of like getting it all the way to F. 11, 5, 11, 10. I just ran out of stamina or battery, so I had to halt my progress. And Denny, I ran out of Denny consistently, so we're gonna be leveling this all up just because I really do like this character. I guess what I'll do is just start off by saying that this character is incredibly fun. Man, I really enjoy her gameplay. It's unlike any other character in the game. Incredibly fun to play. All the SFX, like all of her sound effects, are amazing. The impact of all of her moves they feel very impactful. When you're doing the missile barrages, when you're doing the Omega punches, it all sounds and feels really good. Seed himself sound really good. He alerts you when like there's enemies around and stuff, or they're about to attack you. It's all really cool stuff. So she's like any other character. And for me personally, I know people have been saying she's clunky, but for me personally, I feel as if she's very fluid. I think it's gonna get some, taking some timing for her moves and stuff like that, but I think overall she's very fluid when it comes to like going from her hold basic to her EX special and then switching into another character. I feel as if that's very fluid in my opinion, and pretty seamless. But her gameplay is 10 out of 10 for me. And her ultimate, the fact that you can fly around in her EX special first and foremost, and then you can move around, albeit slow, you can still move around in her ultimate, and that POV view and everything, it's just 10 out of 10. Gameplay, animations, 10 out of 10 for me. Sound effects, 10 out of 10 for me. And I think this character looks great design-wise, whether it be Seed or Flora, both design great, right? So I really do adore this character. I think she's great. She has flaws, but I think she's great. Anyways, that was a bit of a side like tangent. I just wanted to go ahead and kind of get that part out of the way. Moving on to the equipment, I did go ahead and farm the new set for her. I think it is the best in slot, albeit not by a large margin. I know that statistic wise, but I do still think it's worth farming that for Seed if you have Seed, because the other set is really good. So you're naturally going to get some of the other set, so you might as well, if you get some good ones, go ahead and put it on Seed. Like I mentioned, I do have her signature W engine. I think it is the best thing that you can put on her, obviously. I think it's a really good crit rate for the advanced stat is really nice, and then you're getting an unconditional 15% crit rate. I think that is really good. Now what I will say is Evelyn's attack, this W engine as an attack engine universally is just, hands down one of the best, if not the best thing that you can go ahead and pull in the game currently. That unconditional crit damage of 50%, I don't know who thought that was a good idea. I love it because I love Evelyn, because you're getting the advanced stat of crit rate of 24%, and then unconditional 50% crit damage. Like that alone is just absurd, right? So if you have this just sitting around, you could definitely go ahead and put this on seed. But I do think her signature is obviously going to be the best, right? Just because of the other things that are within it. And I don't have it fully level 60. So the gameplay that you're seeing is with a very like scuffed set in terms of like stats. I don't have the W engine fully leveled up. And then we'll get to Sambi here in just a second. So it's very scuffed. But anyways, moving on. I don't know what the drive disc does. I'll just show the stats that I have on it, substats. Like I said, I got pretty lucky on the substats. I mean, 1 here, 3 on the crit rate, no defense or HP. Like that's unheard of, right? Anomaly, attack, pen, crit damage here. For this one, 2 on the crit damage. I mean, this was a god roll right here. Crit rate, crit damage, attack. I mean, doesn't get much better than that. And I was saying that I can optimize the stats a little bit better. It's in reference to this one right here in particular. So I got crit rate here, but you can see it rolled HP, anomaly, proficiency, none on the attack and defense. So that's unfortunate. I can do better on that one. This one, I know you can do either attack or you can do like pen on this one or electric damage bonus. I went ahead with attack on this one. This can be better though as well. You can see it rolled too many times in the defense, not great. And then this one could be much better as well. This one's terrible. So in terms of the stats and the drive disc, we're going to optimize this to make it a little bit better, right? Now, I did, the gameplay that you're seeing is in regards to Deadly Assault. I use Astra, Sambi, and Seed. And I just wanted to go ahead and show you, even though my gameplay is not the greatest, right? My runs are not the most optimized. My characters or my agents aren't the most optimized as well. They're very underwhelming because I've taken so much time off of the game and then come back to the game and then take so much time off the game and then come back, that my characters and agents are very underwhelming, and I don't have everything that I need. Like I don't have trigger, I don't have lighter. I'm missing a lot of characters and I'm missing a lot of like signature W engines and things of that nature. So it's almost like I'm playing catch up each and every time I come back. So the gameplay that you're seeing is with like a very bare bones Sambi, right? As you can see, in terms of the drive disc, they're not great at all whatsoever. Like these could be a lot better. I use Brimstone. I don't even have her like signature W engine, which is almost a must because her signature W engine's so good for her. Skills aren't even fully leveled up. Like she's pretty bare bones here, right? Stats are decent, not that great. And then my Astra has signature, and my Astra's pretty decently built, right? But it's really my Sambi. So when you're taking a look at this gameplay, and I get, I think, slightly over 30,000 on that Deadly Assault, albeit is not that great, and it's you know, compared to somebody that's been playing the game since day one, that pulls and gets everything, you know, gets the character and their signature weapon and everything, and has all, you know, really good substat rules and whatnot. When you take into consideration that I got Seed, this underwhelming Sambi, and then Astra, and was able to get slightly over 30k, I think that is showing the potential of Seed, and I think that's showing how good Seed can be, because she is able to be played to do damage, but also to be able to buff your team. I think that hybrid of doing damage and supporting the team is going to be very it's going to be a very good investment in the future. Now you plug in the missing piece of Orpheus, and I do say Orpheus because it's Orphe and Magus, and I just combine it to say Orpheus because it sounds like Morpheus from Matrix. Anyways, you combine Orpheus, or you plug in Orpheus to complete this team of Seed, Sambi, and Orpheus, and then you possibly get a Sambi rework. I mean, the potential of this is really high, right? And I think, once again, Seed's value is only going to increase as the game goes on. And I think her as an attacker that can buff as well is going to be incredibly valuable in the future also. And I think she's going to hold her own in the game and possibly the meta, right? She could definitely see a resurgence with a rework in the future. I think she's one of those characters that's going to age very well, in my opinion. Now, I could be wrong about that. That's a very real possibility, but I think the buffing capabilities are always going to keep her somewhat in the meta. And I think that's why she is a good pickup. Now, Should you pick her up personally? I think it really depends on your account. I mentioned this before. If you're needing an electric DPS, if you're trying to build an electric team, you plan on picking up Orpheus, you have Sambi, like you're trying to complete that team, I think Seed is a fantastic pickup. I think she really is. Obviously, test her out to see if you like her gameplay, because I know some people don't, but I truly do. I think her gameplay is one of the most fun gameplay in the entire game of Zenless Zone Zero. But definitely go ahead and try her out. But I think if you're trying to build an electric team, you're trying to put those pieces together, you need a really good electric DPS that can also buff. Seed is fantastic. Seed is really good. I think Seed is better than what people are giving her credit for, quite honestly. I think she is. But if that's not what you're trying to do, if you don't need to do that, if you're more, leaning towards Anomaly, or you're trying to get ready for, 2.3, I mean, obviously, Seed can be skipped. You don't have to have Seed, especially if you don't plan on picking up Orpheus. You don't like using Sambi, then I don't see the point in getting Seed, right? I really don't. So overall, I think she is a fantastic character. I don't think she's a necessity. I think you can skip her, but I think she's better than what people are giving her credit for. I think she's incomplete right now. I think she is going to get better over time, and I think she is really going to increase in value. I really do. I love her gameplay. I think it's a 10 out of 10. I think her sound effects are 10 out of 10. I like this character a lot more than I thought I was going to. Let's put it that way. But anyways, those are my thoughts and my first impressions on Seed. I'll be coming out with some more videos, especially when Orpheus drops. We'll definitely be trying that team out 100%. And I will come back with another video of Seed a little more fleshed out in terms of substats, and hopefully get Sambi in a better position as well. And probably do some more videos there. But anyways, let me know your thoughts and opinions about her in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you all in the next one. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. My name's Cody. Call me further. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.